So, back to our conversation about leadership energy wattage and how we can measure it and how we can serve to increase it, to make it more tangible so that it drives organizational achievement. And there is just a wealth of data and research now that we have that certainly does more than suggest that our leadership energy wattage has a direct and significant impact on our organizational achievement. So there's two buckets to really talk about here in terms of starting to unravel, unfurl this conversation. Number one, it's the feeling and emotion part of being a human being and being a part of a human system, which an organization is. And positive leadership energy, positive leadership wattage comes when we are a leader that inspires, that listens, that challenges, that asks good questions, that affirms, that recognizes, that lifts up, that is life giving. It's that feeling when you walk, or a colleague or a leader walks into the room and everyone just feels better. There's a sense of purpose, a sense of intent, a sense of we can do this. And those are data points that you can actually get to through appropriate surveying, through effective one-on-ones, etc. We can get to that information and gauge our level of leadership energy. Because once again, we're going to be talking about leadership energy, manager energy, and team energy. But today, this little bit is about leadership energy wattage. So beyond the feeling and emotional side, there's also elements of the way in which we lead, the elements of a high achieving organization that we can look to that drive this kind of energy, that help create more of the energy. They are things like being very clear about the vision and mission of the organization, being clear about our plan to get there, being clear about roles and goals, being clear about professional pathways for members of our team. That is energy providing. That is heliotropic. People will want to turn towards the sun with that kind of clarity. Certainly, the care element as well, people feeling cared for, people feeling listened to. So, do we have an actual system of caring, a system of inquiry where all good ideas are farmed and harvested from the organization? Those things matter. Are we creating connection for everyone within the organization, whether they are in the office or whether they are distributed? These are actual things that we can do to drive the leadership energy higher. The same thing could be said for how we attract, retain, and develop, how we onboard new members of our team, what we measure. These are all things that are part of a system that we can develop, we can make better in order to create more of this leadership energy that will drive organizational achievement.